Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel. This is Gina B. Living Fully, where I typically do Dollar Tree hauls every Sunday. By the way, I just put one up this evening, and I have been promising my spring painting. Now, I did not do the eggs. I was going to do an Easter scene, and I ended up with these beautiful poppies because I really have been seeing them crop up all over my area. And it brings back a fond memory of me traveling with my family as a small child into the Carmel Valley. And so I took all acrylics from the Dollar Tree at $1.25. Those are my two little crystals. I'm just showing you how I used the fairy lights to light up the painting. The easel, by the way, is from the Dollar Tree. It was $1.25. I could not believe it. I think it was, you know what? It may have been $3, but I just hauled two of these. I want to say they were $1.25 though. They were in the Crafters Square section, and the canvas is like an 8.5 by 11. And that was Dollar Tree at $1.25. Every paint I used, the green, the purple, all of the orange and yellow. And of course, I mixed the yellow with some of the orange. And I used a brown to darken my orange in the poppies. So these are blooming poppies, and one is already bloomed. And that's kind of the grassy knoll that I remember laying on the ground and looking up at the sky. And it was just like this memory. So the purple was just the praying. So all of the colors were I want to call them praying acrylics in the Crafters Square section. They're all $1.25, and they're very large bottles. Okay. And so greens and yellows and browns and oranges, the lavenderish purple and sky blue. And I just mixed them very heavily with water and did somewhat of a veil type painting, meaning that it's very saturated with water. And then if you get up close, you can see the sparkles in the sky. So you can see, if I get really close, see that? I put the sparkles in the sky, and that is my painting. And that will stay up all through the summer because it's not just spring. It's very indicative of our summers here. So there you have it. That tells you what you can do with all Dollar Tree products. And I've been in a paint therapy course on YouTube. And I've been really enjoying all the different little DIY acrylic painting classes. This particular person had an assignment for an art therapy, meaning using art as a therapy. And this was to recall a fond memory from childhood. And so I did it. I absolutely loved it, you guys. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a close-up of how I saturated so much with water to give it that look. And then here's a far away look. That is it. So there you have it. That is something that I accomplished the other day. I had been promising that painting for about a week now, maybe even 2 weeks. And I finally got to it, and it was so liberating and so wonderful. Art is an actual therapy. It is a meditation, an active meditation, and it is a therapy. So when you're feeling blue, the thing that the person said in the class was to really dive into a memory that brought you great joy as a child. And when you bring that to the surface, it's like taking an antidepressant. That's all I can say. Absolutely wonderful. And again, the acrylic paints I used were the larger ones from, I want to call them praying acrylics. And then I finished the painting after everything dried for 2 days with the decoupage the glossy finish, and the glitter paint in the sky came last. And that's how I got just a little bit of a glossy finish instead of that super matte acrylic. I don't like real matte in a finished product. I like a little bit of a gloss, a little bit of a sateen finish. And that's how I achieved that. I mixed a lot of the decoupage with water. It was like a 50-50, so like a capful of the decoupage and a capful of water. Mixed it really, really well. If you want it thinner, you can play with it. And then you just go over your painting after it's been dried for 2 days. And that gives it a beautiful glossy finish. Yeah, little bit of a protectant too from elements in the home. And then I used the little tube that had glitter in the paint. It was just a clear medium with a lot of glitter in it, and that went into more decoupage, and I did that in the blue sky area. Very simple. You do not have to be, I am not an artist, but you could see I did a pretty decent job. And so, yeah, that is my spring painting to share with you guys, and everything was Dollar Tree, including the paintbrushes. So there you have it. I hope you all have a lovely week. I will see you after Easter, and please check down in the, video before this, because it's a fantastic Sunday haul. It is. If you're new to the channel, I would love it if you would watch some of my content down below, some of my hauls, see if you like it. If you do, hit that like, share, and subscribe button and the little blue bell so you can be notified whenever I upload something new. And those of you who have already done that, I finally got my spring painting out. I also recently did my first tour of my fairy garden. Please go check that out. If you have, please share it with friends. I want that to get more views. It was a wonderful project, and you can do it too with all Dollar Tree items. Take care, you guys. And again, I'll see you after Easter. Bye-bye now.